welcome or welcome back. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. And today I have an update to my EYEmageddon project pan. This is the palette of shades that I have completed in my project pan, and this is the palette of shades that I have not completed yet. So we will be going over those. Quick recap, I'm working my way through my singles collection, picking a couple at random through tiny decisions, and then I'm also handpicking a select few to kind of like round it out, because I was finding that when I was doing random selection for all of them, I was really unmotivated to work on them. My goal is to use each shade 3 times and then I can roll it out. If I have not used a shade at least 1 time within 3 months, then it automatically has to go to the palette purgatory for being decluttered. We have not yet had one of those, but there is still time. I will be working through my whole singles collection, hopefully. I am working on getting them into a spreadsheet for a little bit better tracking, but currently I don't have that completed yet, so we're just kind of winging it. All right, so enough about all of that. Let's start with the shades that I finished my 3 uses on. So I have Lethal Cosmetics Dahlia. This was rolled in, I believe, in January. And I did not have 3 uses on it at my last update. I can't remember how many, but I have reached my 3 uses. It's a nice shade. It's from one of the palettes that I have from Lethal. I don't know that I would necessarily pick this if I was looking to buy singles, but I don't mind having it to do like BYOPs and build your own palette type thing, or dupe the vibes type things. Next I have Kaleidos Starlight Sonata. So this shade I managed to use 3 times. I depotted this from the Escape Pod palette, and I don't know that I really needed to do that, but it is really pretty. It's just very shiny, a nice topper over a look, especially a neutral look. I just didn't do the greatest job pressing this in, so it is a little bit flaky, but overall it's a really nice shade. Let's see. So that's 2 rollouts. Next is Flower Beauty Red Rocks. I rolled this in January, and I have 2 uses on it. I did not get my 3rd use in this last month because I accidentally put it away. I labeled the back of the shades, and when I did that, I accidentally put this back in the palette with all the other shades I depotted instead of back into my project pan palette. So I still have another use that I need to get on this one. I said I was starting with the shades I completed, but I actually am just going down the list of the order that it's in my book. So my bad. We're just gonna keep going with it. Next I have Cleona Calligraphy, and this shade, I think I had 2 uses on it last month at the last update. Or maybe just 1. I don't remember. I was trying to use different pen shades, but I'm really bad at doing that. I tend to lose the pen and then just grab whatever I can from the cup. So this is the shade. It's a deeper, like kind of like a brownie gold. And I used this on the outer corner. I got my 3 uses on it. The shade is complete. I'm really happy to have that done. It's really pretty. Again, I think if I was, it came in the countdown box. I think if I was picking out shadows for me to use like on the regular, I don't know that I would pick one that dark, but I don't mind having it. It's actually very nice. And then I have Cleona Sculpture. This is another one that's kind of deep for my preferences. However, I used it quite a bit. Like, there's a decent dip on this. I think I actually ended up using this 4 times. So I not only met but exceeded my goal on it, and I'm happy with the amount of usage I have. I feel like it is seeing some more love, and I feel like I have a better grasp on how I want to use it. So far, that's 4 goals met. Then I have Makeup Geek Starry Eyed, and this shadow is so much more beautiful than I thought it would be. You can see that I have a dip started in this one where that hole is looking like it is, because I use this mainly as an inner corner shade. I really liked having this. I actually used it much more than 3 times. I stopped tracking after 3 because I have 3 little boxes, but I'm really happy with the amount of usage I managed to get on that one. Next, I have Adept Cosmetics. This is a single from the Seahorse palette. I will butcher this if I try to say it. Jayakars? I don't know. It's really bad. It's a type of seahorse, I think, but this is what it looks like. Really beautiful shade, really great for this time of year. I did meet my 3 use goal on this one as well. So for those keeping count so far, that is 6 goals met. I'm really excited. Next, I have Kaleidos Saturnalia. So this is one from the Escape Pod palette, and this is what it looks like. I like this shade. I just find that this and the other shade I depotted from it, Galactic Gala, are very similar. I'll swatch them out for you. All right, so this is Saturnalia and this is Galactic Gala. And there is a difference for sure. Like, this one is a little bit more actual green and this is a little bit more lime, if that makes any sense. So this one's a little bit more like actual green and this is a little bit more lime based, but on the eyes it honestly does not make that big of a difference. So I like these, but I found it a little bit challenging to get 3 uses out of each, considering how similar they are. So I think in the future, I don't think I'll put 2 shades in here that are quite that similar. I think I handpicked those, so that's on me. That's not on anyone except me. So Saturnalia here, I managed to get 1 use, and Galactic Gala, I have 2. So these will be staying in. I only need 3 more uses between the 2 of them, and then I'll be able to roll those out. Next, I have Fantasy Cosmetica Scroll, and this is one of their singles, I think from the Lost Library collection. It's a beautiful shade. I think I like to use it more as a topper than anything. And I prefer it with looks like this, like purple, blue, more cool toned vibes. So that's Scroll right there. Absolutely beautiful. I did meet my 3 uses on that one. So that one will be rolling out. So that's exciting. And then I have the Lethal Cosmetics Afterglow. And this one I really liked using as an inner corner highlight. I don't think I used it all over the lid ever. I think I only used it as an inner corner. So I'm happy to have a better idea of how I like to use this one. And I'm happy to know it's in my collection because I really enjoyed having it. And then finally, I have this Cleona Cosmetics shade. This is like a mini pan from the quads that were in the countdown box. They actually just released the quads. And it's a really pretty shade. It's actually what I have on like the inner third of my eyelid today. Keeping in mind that I did accidentally take a nap in this makeup. My bad. I was waiting for a video to download so that I could upload it to YouTube, and yeah, I kind of just zonked out. My son walked in and was staring at me and was like, "Hey." That's what woke me up. Anyways, I did get my 3 uses on this one. It's really beautiful. So that means, and for some reason, I have this shade Flashed Glass in here. I cannot find anywhere where I wrote this shade down. I can't find where it was in here for another project or anything. So I guess we're just going to consider this one a hand-picked shade, and I'll have to remember to write it down. So I'm keeping 4 shadows in my palette. So I need to get 3 uses on this, even though I'm pretty sure I already have 2 on it. I am not tracking it, so we'll call it new. And then I need to get 2 on this one, 1 on this one, and oh, I didn't go over this one. Did I? No, I did. Okay, just kidding. And I need to get 1 on this one. And then that leaves this shadow to discuss. This is the Clionadh Cosmetic shade in Luminous. And that is actually what is on my inner corner. I love this for an inner corner or a topper shade. I would say if you want a budget friendly version of this, get ColourPop's Ice Dream. It's not exactly the same, but I feel like they give the same vibe on the inner corner. So that was a hand-picked shade, I know for sure. I think I'm going to try to remember to write down which ones I picked and which ones were picked for me. So I have a whole palette to fill. Like, we have a whole empty palette here. I'm not working on shadows for any other projects right now. So we have a lot of work cut out for us, and I'm excited to pick some shades. So let me get out my Tiny Decisions app, and I am wearing the Blend Benny Beauty Below palette, but I wanted to get in my last few uses. Like, I wanted to get in my last use on this one, and then I don't feel like that palette has a good inner corner, so I used this for my inner corner. It's a pretty palette though. I know I said last time I was going to make sure my wheels were updated. I did not do that, so that's my bad. I do have this set to no repeats, so the shades that I've already completed from each wheel are blacked out and shouldn't be picked. So I can't say that I won't run into another one that has been completed that I handpicked and didn't remove from the wheel, but let's see what this gives us. So we're doing Lethal Cosmetics now. Venom. I have no idea what palette that is from. Let's do Adept Cosmetics. I feel like I have a new palette I haven't put in here yet. I guess we'll find out. We got Tiger Tail. I feel like that's also from the Seahorse palette, which I happen to have right next to me. Yes, okay. It is, and it's a shade I've used quite a bit. I love this palette. I know I think it got some not so rave reviews from some people, but I love it. I'm very happy I got it. I'm very happy I got it on sale, but I'm happy to have it. All right. Let's do another Adept one because these are my favorite. The 405. I feel like that's from La Cienega, maybe? It is. It's a really ugly shade. That's what I get for doing a second spin. Let's go to Clionadh, which this is the one that desperately needs to be updated. I have more than this now. Dynasty. Okay. It's gonna take me forever to find that, I'm sure. All right, then single eyeshadows. Let's do 2 from here. Oh, we already did 2. My bad. Lethal Cosmetics Nox. I was hoping for anything except Lethal. All right, I'm vetoing Lethal. All that black, that's Lethal Cosmetics. I've blacked it all out so we can get something other than Lethal. I think I need to make a wheel that's just Lethal. L Fuchsia AF. Oh, that's Looksy? I think that might be Looksy. Okay. I'm going to go find these shadows, find my magnet, and then pick out my hand-picked shades. I will be back probably in like 3 hours, but I'll be back. Okay, I found my magnet tool, and that is what took me the most time. It was stolen to find screws that my husband dropped while he was putting a ceiling fan up. So I'm going to swatch out the shades that are left in the palette, and I have tried to maneuver these around so I can pick some more like hand-picked shades, but there's really not a lot of room in the palette. A lot of the shades that were rolled in are bigger. I wish I had a bigger palette for this. I don't think I do. All of my palettes are in use. You know what? I could put a couple in here. That would be fine. Let's go ahead and swatch. So we have my first purple shade from Cleona. Ooh, that's so pretty. I already forgot what it is. It is Flashed Glass. All right, so that's Flashed Glass. And then we have Looksy Fuchsia AF, which they don't look too terribly different, so that should be fun for me to get my uses. And then I have, I picked out Looksy, I think this is Cookie Dough. Yeah, because I'm really close to having a pan on it, and I'd really like to get there. It's this one. I may not get it with 3 uses, but 3 uses will get me closer. That's Cookie Dough. I'm gonna swatch the rest and then I'll tell you the shades because this is taking too long. Cleona Flash Glass, Looksy Fuchsia AF, Looksy Cookie Dough, Kaleidos Saturnalia, Kaleidos Galactic Gala, Flower Beauty, Red Rocks, Lethal Cosmetics Venom, Adept the 405, Cleona Dynasty, and Adept Tiger Tail. So, not too bad. I'm a little concerned about these two overlapping, but I have 3 months to use Fuchsia AF, so I may just focus on Flash Glass and be okay with having no uses on Fuchsia AF until I'm done with this. This is the 405 that I said was an ugly shade. It's a warm brown. It's from the La Cienega palette, which is primarily mattes, although I did rearrange that palette to put shades I actually wanted to use in the Heather Austin palette because I did not like the mattes that were in there. They look gross on me. I'm really looking forward to Tiger Tail. I think it would maybe be really pretty topped over Venom, and so would Cookie Dough. So I think this is a pretty good color story. I'm gonna pick out a few more shades and swatch them maybe up here since I'm running out of space on my arm. And then I'll be right back. I need to think through this a little bit. All right, from Cleona, I picked out Sterling and Star Cut. And that's everything that would fit in this palette. You would think I could fit some Cleona down here, but it's just the right size that it doesn't fit because the Lethal and Adept ones are too large. So I compromised and I got myself a little quad. So in the quad, we have Divina, the shade Vila, that's the yellow. So Vila is right there. And then we have Simply Posh Paradise. It is a little bit similar to the other blue shade that I picked, but this one flashes mostly silver and this one flashes mostly yellow. I don't know. I thought they'd be fun. And then I have Cleona Papyrus. This is one of the round pans, so I don't think it's a stained glass. All their stained glass come in the rectangular pans, but it's really pretty. So that one right there is Papyrus. I thought it would go good with these browns. And then the last one I have is, I think it's pronounced Pleiades or Pleiades. I don't know. It's from Terra Moons. I don't know how much I want to keep my Terra Moon shades. And that's that last like turquoisey one, which I thought might go good with Venom or some of those browns. So that is finally, after many back and forths and having to stop filming and start filming and stop filming and start filming, I have my shades for Project EYEmageddon, and I am very excited. I have been really enjoying this project. I really have enjoyed just digging through my singles, swatching them out. I swatched out a bunch here to kind of see if I wanted to put them in before swatching them here. So I'm covered in glitter and I kind of like it. I know that's some people's nightmare, but not me, not me. I think that my Cleona palette is starting to look a bit more loved, and that makes me really happy. I definitely, you know, these, we paid a lot of money for these, myself or my husband. He mostly bought me these, but yeah, I want to make sure that it looks loved and that I get to know each shade. I love my Adept singles. I don't love the mattes very much, so I may take the mattes out of the wheel because I don't really care if I'm getting use on the Adept mattes. And I think I may do the same for Lethal because, again, I don't really care if I'm getting use on the mattes. I keep them for more utilitarian purposes, you know, to do BYOP or, you know, Dupe the Vibe type palettes, just to have a variety of shades. I mean, a lot of them are in magnetic palettes that are a full palette I want to keep. So anyway, if you are doing a similar project, let me know in the comments below so I can follow along with you, and let me know if you're on Insta or YouTube, which one you're doing your project on. Sometimes I think I'm following people on Instagram or sub to them on YouTube, and I realize, no, I never did hit that button. And it's a complete oversight on my part, me just thinking I've already done it, but I never did. I don't know, something's wrong with me. I'm the worst. It is getting really late. I am in agony because it is raining right now and my body is not a fan. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I still have one more video to film. I may just call it a night. I haven't decided. If you like this video, I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye. I clean up my vanity, I don't know how many times every week, and I'm a slob, man. Like, I just leave stuff everywhere. Focus, Jennifer, focus. All right, I'm gonna have to find my magnetic tool so I can get this out of the palettes. It was stolen for a good reason, but they didn't bring it back. Looking at you, youngest one. All right. Oh my God, I can fit 4 in this palette. That's exciting. Okay. What else do I want? Do I want you? You might be too similar. Oh no, you're very different. Well, no, you are similar. Okay, not that one. All right, I got this. Remain calm. I didn't push the button. Okay.